Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Hello, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, just a couple minutes late here. Got wrapped up in stuff behind the scenes, paying bills. Today is, excuse me. Today is the 31st of January, the last day of the month. And it's a Sunday. And I had to pay some bills today because it was the end of the month. I have to pay stuff for the beginning of the new month. And it can be annoying, to say the least. But it is what it is. And it's time for some fun today. Today's stream's going to be a little bit different. It should be pretty interesting, though. I think that people should enjoy today's streaming. I hope, with what I've got in store. Certainly something's a little bit different than usual, what I would be doing on an early gameplay stream. So let's talk about that, my friends. First of all, before I even get to it, if you have not yet checked out my year-end series of the most disappointing games of 2020 countdown, I hope you will. It went live last night. I live streamed it on a late stream, and it went pretty well. People seem to overall really enjoy it. And I hope that you guys are going to have fun with it if you did not see it live. Now, some people completely disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. But understand that it is the most disappointing games countdown. It is not the worst games countdown. I think some people misunderstand what it's meant to be. So please understand that, it is not the worst games. There were definitely bad games in 2020, but these are games that in particular really disappointed me for one reason or another, as opposed to games that are absolutely terrible. Okay? So, that being said, it's live. One half of my Game of the Year awards down, one half to go, right? The other half will be on Monday, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. I also finished up Hitman 3 last night, so I played a lot of Hitman yesterday, to say the least. Hope you'll check that out as well. It's now live on DSPGaming for you to watch at your leisure, all right? Now, excuse me. So let's talk about today, because today I'm doing something completely different, honestly. Like, usually I would not do this, but we're doing it today. It is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on the early stream, okay? And I have not played this on the early stream since the game came out in November, and I only did, like, one multiplayer stream of it as the main stream. Outside of that, I did do the campaign as the main gameplay stream, but I never played, the multiplayer as the main stream. So this is very different, and I'm curious to see how it goes. Some people have asked me for this particularly because they were not necessarily upset, but disappointed that I have not played it other than a night stream. A lot of people have been saying this about the games that I only play on night streams, that it's disappointing because they want to support a stream of me doing these games, but I haven't been doing them as daytime streams, and therefore, if they're someone who's international, meaning they don't live in the United States, it's very hard for them to make it out to the night streams of particular games, okay? And I understand that, and I get that, and that's why we're trying some things differently out this week. Earlier this week, we did Immortals Fenyx Rising as a main gameplay stream, and surprisingly enough, it did well. It actually did well. People liked it. I didn't know how it was going to go. I was a little apprehensive at first. I was like, I don't know if people will turn out for this, but they did, and they supported the stream, and now I'm willing to consider playing that as a main gameplay stream again. In fact, we're doing it tomorrow. It's kind of an impromptu thing we're doing tomorrow. It wasn't originally planned that it was going to be an early stream tomorrow. But because we finished up Hitman 3 unexpectedly yesterday, it's now going to be a gameplay stream tomorrow. So, yeah, we tried it out with Call of Duty today to see how it works out, all right? So today, 3+ hours of multiplayer madness here on the stream. So, for those who have not been paying attention, most of the time that I've played Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, it's basically been me doing dual weapons. There's that class that you can have 2 weapons, and I've been using that class most of the time. And it's worked out, I would say. It's been pretty fun doing that, but because of that, I never really had a secondary. I think the very, very beginning of me playing this, I had a secondary. But for the most part, I have not had a secondary at all. And now I've basically what I've done is I've changed it to the perk where you can put a ton of attachments on one weapon. So I've been using the Krieg 6, which seems to be a pretty well-rounded weapon overall. It just seems to be a really good weapon. And I'm enjoying using it a lot. So what I'm going to do today is Krieg 6 as my primary weapon and using the combat knife in order to try to get insta-kills. Now, I only used the combat knife for maybe like two matches last stream that I did this. And it went really well. Like, it actually went really well. And I had a lot of fun with it. So, I'm curious to see how it'll go today. You know, will it be as entertaining using a combat knife compared to, say, you know, just doing the full-on loadout or whatever? I guess we'll find out. Obviously, I'm interested to see how this performs as an early gameplay stream. It could go well, or it might not go so well. I don't know. Let's find out together, shall we? Okay, let's find out together. Now, when I play this, if you're someone who has not been checking out the Call of Duty streams, okay? I don't blame you, first of all. If it's only late night and you can't make it, it's not your fault. Here's the deal. This game, much like every Call of Duty in the last 6-7 years, it's very iffy. It's inconsistent in its performance. For some reason, Activision never really improves online performance of their games, and it's the same kind of shitty netcode every year, which means essentially every match is different. You may have a really good match that's fun as hell and the connections are great and you're getting score streaks and everything's going well. And then the next match you go to play and it's laggy as shit and you can't get anything to work the way you want it to. And it's just like a completely different experience from the ground up. Like, why is it so inconsistent in how, you know, on how it goes? I don't understand why they, in all these years, Call of Duty is one of the best-selling franchises of all time. Obviously the best-selling first-person shooter of recent memory, considering that most other first-person shooter franchises, you know, kind of fell out or fell off. Why the hell can't they get the connections to be consistent? You know, what the hell is the deal with that? I don't know. I don't know what their problem is, quite frankly. You know, like, you would think they would put effort into this, but how is it that one match, everything's great, and the next match, everything is completely lagged to shit? I just don't understand how that is satisfactory, quite frankly. But this is how they run things, you know? So we'll see today what happens. Hopefully, things go well. Hopefully, the matches are consistently good, and we have a good time here today. And it's not just a lag fest pain in the ass. But it very well could be a lag fest pain in the ass. So we'll find out. Now, I've only played it pretty much late nights anyway. I haven't tried it as a daytime stream. So maybe because we're doing this as a daytime stream today, things will go better. I mean, you have to have some kind of wishful thinking, right? That things are going to get better. And not just believe that it's going to be shit constantly. So hopefully, we'll have some consistency and great stuff. I don't know. Now, I have something to say. I've gotten some people who've contacted me and basically said that they're a little frustrated with me, all right? So when people tell me that, I want to be honest with all of you and respond. They're saying they're frustrated because when I've been playing this game, basically when I get a really bad connection, which has happened, I'd say about 40% of the time, honestly, that I rage quit the matches. And they're upset about that. They're like, Phil, you didn't used to do that. You didn't used to rage quit. You used to just tough it out and play the match to the end because you always said you didn't care about your kill-death ratio. And so we don't understand what changed that now you rage quit these matches. What's the big deal about it, right? Truth is, there is no big deal. I really, honestly don't care about my kill-death ratio. I just don't. It's really not a big deal at all in any way. It doesn't affect me. I'm not ranking myself against other players worldwide. I don't give a shit. But admittedly, it is quite freaking frustrating. Quite frustrating that this game has such inconsistent connections. And let's say, for example, I start a match in the middle of the match. Alright? The middle of the fucking match. And the match already, like, it's a losing match. Why are we down 100 points in a domination match, and I'm starting in the middle of the fucking match. And then on top of that, the match is laggy too. Someone right in front of me, I shoot them 7, 8 times. The bullets don't register. Yet, they insta-kill me easily. Right? This is incredibly frustrating. Okay? And it causes me to basically have to think about it and say, do I really want to play this match? Because if I play the match, now I'm committed to like 10 minutes of gameplay in a match that there's no way I can win. Just impossible to win. The match itself, the quality is shit. I know I'm not even going to get any good kills or anything because nothing's registering when I shoot these people because the connection sucks. So it's like, why would I bother, playing this matchup? So I quit out of it. And people apparently are frustrated at this. They're basically telling me, we didn't want that. We wanted you to tough out the match. And regardless of the match quality, we feel that toughing out the match is the way to go. You've always toughed out the match before. We don't know why you don't do it anymore. All right? So, if you guys really just want to see me sit around and waste 10 to 15 minutes not killing anyone, just dying constantly because the connection is so fucking bad, like if really that's what you want, I can give you what you want. But I don't think you're going to like it. I would rather, if I'm having a really bad match where I know the connection is terrible, I would much rather quit out of that match and just rejoin a better match. Where I know I'm going to have fun, I have a chance at getting kills and stuff. And, imagine if you go to play Street Fighter, alright? And you join the match, all of a sudden half your punches just don't work. Half your buttons don't work. You only have, instead of having 6 buttons, you only have 3 to play with. Well, what the hell, I might actually be able to get a few hits in here or there, but chances are the other person has an incredibly unfair advantage, and there's no way I'm going to be able to have fun with this match. Are you going to play the match with 3 buttons? Or are you going to say, fuck this, and quit, and then go to a match and try to fix your buttons? Right? It's the same premise here. Playing in a match that's incredibly laggy, where nothing is counting. What is the point? What is the point of that? It's not fun. It's frustrating as shit. I just don't understand why people would want to see that. But apparently I'm being told some people do. They want to see that. They want to see me lag it out. I mean, okay, if really, again, I'll give you what you want if that's what you want. I just don't think that, I don't feel that's actually what people want. It's just that I've never really rage quit in a game before. And so because I have rage quit a bunch in this one, they're like, wow, they're jarred. They're thrown, oh man. And let's be honest also, I think some people like to see me suffer. Right? I think they do. I think some people really like to see me have pain. Don't ask me why. I think that's fucked up. People want to see me suffer, but I think some people do. And so they're, look at this, a match that's running like shit. Now Phil will freak out at this, and it will be hilarious. Oh yeah, very hilarious, right? I don't know. I truly don't know what the deal is, but my take on it is I will give you guys what you want. So let me know today. If you want me to not rage quit and instead focus on sticking around for the matches, if you feel that that's more beneficial, I can do that. I don't personally see that working out too well, just being honest. I think that we're going to have matches where I'm wasting 15 minutes plus in a lag-ass match where I'm not having fun, and basically in general, it's not going to be fun to watch because it's going to be can't get a kill, can't get a kill, can't get a kill, can't get a kill. But if that's what you want, I'll give it to you. Okay? So I guess we'll see what happens today. Let's see. First of all, we don't even know if that's going to happen. We may be in a situation today where that doesn't happen because the matches are good. Who knows? Let's see together. All right? All right. Fair enough. Now, continuing on. Tonight, the late stream is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yes, I know. I'm still fucking playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Still. The game never ends. I thought I was near the end of the game. I really did. I thought I was nearing the end, and we were going to wrap it all up. It seemed like the plot was going that way, and then the plot said, fuck you, here's 2 new regions that you have to do to beat the game. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Holy shit, this game seriously never ends. And in fact, it's funny because as I was basically coming to this conclusion that the game is just too long, that the game should have been streamlined better and should not have been this long, okay? As I come to this conclusion, Kotaku wrote an article a few days ago. Someone did the same exact thing as me. They finally beat the game after months of playing it on and off, and they're like, the game's too goddamn long to be enjoyable. There's too much shit in it. And a lot of it is sadly just doesn't feel like it's important, and that's a major problem with a game like this. Okay? But we're over, at this point, we are over 70 hours into the game. Over 70 hours. Alright? So I don't want to quit out on the game now after putting that much into it. And quite frankly, I want to see how it ends. Because it really is building to seems what's going to be like a kind of a culmination of a lot of messed up stuff that's happened in the game. I think the ending will be interesting. But it's just... It's just really frustrating, okay? We'll see. Let's see what happens, alright? But I'm playing more of that tonight. 2+ hours. Hopefully we get progress. We'll find out, okay? Alright. Tomorrow's main gameplay stream, as I mentioned earlier, alright, is going to be Immortals Fenyx Rising. Now, this is not originally what I had intended. Originally, tomorrow was going to be the conclusion of Hitman 3. But Hitman 3 ended up being so short that I beat it yesterday. I did not expect that. So, tomorrow we're going to do Immortals Fenyx Rising again as the main gameplay stream. I played this on Friday? Was it Friday? And it went well, like I said. It actually went really well as a gameplay stream. People really seem to like it. So, that's a good thing. And obviously, I want to keep that going. Since you guys liked the stream, why not do another one while people are enjoying it? I am going to get wrapped up in some new stuff coming up next week, so I won't be able to play it as often, you know. So, that's Monday's main gameplay stream. Alright, and then Monday night, it'll be my second half of my Game of the Year, or I should say, my year-end countdowns. It's the Game of the Year Awards 2020. Alright? Ladies and gentlemen, I just reviewed the entries this morning and ranked them for the Game of the Year Awards countdown. And without spoiling, because I don't want to spoil, okay? Alright? Without spoiling, there will be 15 games mentioned in the countdown. 5 will be honorable mentions, and then there will be 10 official games in my top 10 games of the year. So 15 games will be given credit in the Game of the Year Awards countdown tomorrow night. Okay? Hope you guys will join me tomorrow night for that. And then if we end up finishing that on the earlier side, then we can just hang around and, you know, chill for a bit, have a Q&A, or if you guys want me to play a little bit of gameplay or something, we can do that, all right? I'm off from streaming on Tuesday. I'll come back on Wednesday with the new game on PS Plus. It's supposed to be out by Wednesday. It's Destruction All-Stars. This was a game that was supposed to be a game that was a launch title for PS5, but it got delayed several months, and so they decided they were just going to make it a free for PS Plus game. Now, this game is a unique combination of Rocket League-style gameplay driving vehicles around, but also, I believe, you can use, like, weapons and stuff while in the vehicles, so it's kind of like, Twisted Metal in an arena like Rocket League. At the same time, there's hazards, like, I saw there's holes in the ground and stuff where you could drive in and die, so you can actually, at any time, jump out of your car and run around on foot, and then do combat on foot as well. So it actually has a third-person shooter gameplay integrated with it as well. So it's a driving combat game, it's an arena combat game, but it's also got third-person shooting. So in that regard, I think they went for something unique, which is good. At the same time, I'm not exactly sure what kind of longevity this game will have. This may be a game we only do one major stream of it, and you're like, meh, and I never get back to it. Or it could be a game that I end up playing for a decent amount of time. I'm honestly not sure. We're going to have to, you know, see for ourselves after I try it out. You know, how much people like it, and go from there. So it'll be the main gameplay stream. Sorry, I'm trying to get something working here. It'll be the main gameplay stream on Wednesday. And then on Wednesday night, I am going to be doing... Hold on, I'm bringing up the schedule, so I make sure that I have it right. On Wednesday night, we're going to be doing some more Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. Okay? On Thursday, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be the main gameplay stream, okay? And on Thursday night, it's going to be Yakuza 7 post-game. So, here's the deal. I did this last week. I did a post-game Yakuza 7 stream where we went through they called it the final Millennium Tower Super Dungeon. It was challenging to say the least. The game killed me once. I had to start it all the way from the start again because there's no save points and no checkpoints. If you die, you have to do it from the beginning. But I eventually went back and I got through it by the end of the stream, and it was really fun. It was profitable in regards to in-game experience and items. We found a lot of crafting items as well as money and in-game experience. It really paid off in that regard. And I said at the time, I want to go back and do it again. I had fun doing it, and I want to go back and do more post-game content of Yakuza 7. Now, I enjoyed it, but honestly, there wasn't a lot of support during the stream. So for those of you who are fans of Yakuza 7, you liked the playthrough, I would appreciate it if you could hang out and come out to the post-game stream this coming Thursday night and support it. The thing is, when I'm to understand, this new dungeon that I unlocked is the final content in the game. It's called the True Final Millennium Tower Dungeon, and apparently it's much harder than the original, to the point where I may just have to go through this dungeon many times grinding in order to actually progress. I'm gonna have to do like one floor at a time and then leave one floor again, leave one floor again, leave. You know what I mean? Like do it in repetition like that. So we'll see. But the thing is, it's gonna be a chill stream, an opportunity for you guys to hang out with me and interact and have a good time rather than worry so much about the gameplay. Even though the gameplay will be there for those who like Yakuza, this is kind of a late night chill stream, much like I used to do with Minecraft and other stuff like that, okay? So I hope you'll join me for that on Thursday. Then on Friday, Immortals Phoenix Rising will again be the early gameplay stream. I'm giving it a major stream. And that's my weekly throwback Street Fighter stream on Friday, okay? Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I don't want to know what I'm going to be doing Saturday, Sunday, Monday. However, I can confirm two big things for you guys. All right? Are you ready? This is news. I hope you guys are listening. All right? First of all, the retrospective marathon event is happening this weekend coming up. It's either Saturday or Sunday. I haven't figured out yet which day would work out better. But it's going to be either Saturday or Sunday, the retrospective marathon. What is that? That's when we sit down and we basically go down memory lane. We take a look at the 12 plus years that I've been a content creator. And I'm going to be reviewing the things that you guys have nominated for this event on my forums. And we're going to be going through them together on the stream. And it's going to be a good time. When we do that, it ends up being pretty cool because it's the first time in a long time that I actually watch back some of my own content because I'm so prolific as a content creator. I don't take the time to go back and watch my stuff again. I just put out new stuff every day. So it's really cool to go back and watch some of the stuff. All right. In addition to that, I can confirm with you there will be a new DSP Tries It during that show, and I know what it will be, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting. All right? You ready? Are you ready? I hope you're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, the DSP Tries It during the retrospective event is going to be a double DSP Tries It because I'm trying out two things at once. First of all, it's going to be Papa John's new stuffed crust pizza. It just came out. It just came out like within the last week. And my wife and I were watching TV last night and we saw the ad. And we're like, oh, that could actually be pretty interesting. They've never done stuffed crust. In fact, the only place that does stuffed crust really is Pizza Hut. So to see how a different place is going to do stuffed crust could be pretty interesting. But in addition, while I'm doing that, I can test out the recommendation that people gave me over the last month where I can dip the pizza in ranch sauce and see if it's any good. Because that was a recommendation I got. People say, oh, it's really good, pizza in ranch sauce. And I was like, what? Like, that sounds disgusting to me. I would, never in a million years would I think that pizza in ranch sauce would be good. But people are sticking to their guns telling me this is good and I should try it. I'm really going to like it. I don't know about that. But I am going to try it. Okay? So, double DSP Tries It, new Papa John's stuffed crust pizza, and I'll be dipping some of that pizza into ranch sauce to try it out and see how it tastes. And I will tell you what I think about that. Alright? So there you go. It should be a pretty good episode of DSP Tries It coming up during this retrospective event. So, as the week progresses, I'll let you know whether it's going to be Saturday or Sunday, but it will be one of those days. All right, and I hope you guys will join me for that. I love doing these marathon events, and it's going to be something different rather than just gameplay, finally something a little different to break stuff up. Okay? Now, in regards to other upcoming events, yes, Divinity Original Sin will be played in the month of February. Absolutely 100% it's happening. All right? Probably not this coming week, but likely the week after, because I really need to try to finish up Assassin's Creed, so I'm probably going to do at least like 2 major streams of Assassin's Creed this week. And that means, since I'm focusing on that, I need to, really hone in on that rather than start another giant RPG playthrough. So, we'll see what happens this week with Assassin's Creed. All right? But yes, Divinity Original Sin 2 is happening this month, along with later this month, Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. That's definitely happening. And if we have time for it, I told you guys I was going to do Maneater, and I have it now because it was part of free for PS Plus. I did download it. I can do that whenever I want. So I'm planning on starting that up at some point as well. Now, there's many other things that I could do this coming month. Many other things that I have ideas on. I'm not committing to anything, but we'll see as the month goes, how things go with the current playthroughs that I'm doing. All right? I also don't know what's going to happen in regards to this Destruction All-Stars. This could be a game that I play and we really enjoy. I'm like, man, I'll play some more of it. Do it as night streams, or maybe even do it as a couple daytime streams. Or it could be a game I play once and we're like, okay, that game really stinks. Now we understand why they made it free for PS Plus rather than charge for it. Don't ever play it again. So again, there's a lot of factors here. How long will it take for me to beat Assassin's Creed? Will Destruction All-Stars be any good? These are all factors in determining what I'm going to be doing this month and when. Okay? All right. Very nice. Hopefully this all sounds good to all of you. Now, on top of all of that, we do have another event coming up. I don't know if you guys even remember. All right? But we actually have another Viewer's Choice playthrough that is owed, and that is going to happen. What's going to happen is once the retrospective event is done with, okay, then I'm going to put up a poll by which you guys can nominate and then vote on a game that will be the next Viewer's Choice playthrough, but RPGs will not be eligible. I have played too many incredibly lengthy RPGs for me to play another one. There's just too many. All right? I can't. I just did Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm about to do Divinity Original Sin 2. I can't do another insanely long RPG. I'm tired of them. It's not going to work. We've got to do something different. Okay? I hope you guys understand that and you understand why I'm doing that for variety's sake. Okay? So, I will give more information on that when we get closer to it. Right now, it wouldn't make sense to talk much about it because we got to get the retrospective event out of the way first, and then we can work on the next special event. Fair enough? All right. All right, guys, that was a lot to cover. I hope it sounds good to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am an independent content creator, and that means that I don't have any sponsorships with any companies. They don't sponsor me to shill for their products, and there's no paid advertisements on my streams. I'm also not exclusively partnered with any particular business or website to stream and get paid every time I stream. There's no flat rate deals that I have with anyone like a lot of top content creators who do this full-time have. For me, it's about being honest. It's about being upfront and straightforward with all of you, giving you my honest thoughts every single time that I play a game on a stream. And so you guys know that I'm being truthful with you. I'm not advertising to you when I do stuff, all right? But because of that, I rely on you guys to crowdfund my streams and allow me to keep doing this for a living. That's how I make my money. You guys come and hang out with me on a stream, have a good time. You feel it's worth your while. You want to see it to continue, and then you crowdfund the stream, and now I'm still here, all right? Thank you for over 12 years that you have allowed me to be a content creator on the internet and to be able to do this for a living since 2011, all right? Pretty damned amazing now. We're basically hitting the 10-year anniversary in February. It actually was February 2011 where I got partnered with Machinima, my very first partnership on YouTube, and I started doing this full-time for a living, all right? So 10-year anniversary of me doing this for my job. Pretty crazy when you think about it. And I'm very grateful that I get to do what I love for a living. I'm very grateful that my hobby is my job. Not many people get to say that. I'm very lucky in that regard. And again, I say thank you for supporting my streams and allowing me to do that. All right? That being said, if you like my streams and you want to support them, I appreciate all contributions, cheering, subscribing to the channel, gifting a sub to somebody else who's watching the channel, or tipping me are all perfectly valid ways for you to contribute to the channel. And I'm very appreciative of anyone who does any of those things. But before I even say anything about those, all right, please understand something. My streams are free and always will be. Contributions are not mandatory on my streams, nor are they expected. I consider it going above and beyond being a standard stream viewer if you do contribute, and I appreciate it. That's why I go out of my way to try to give a shout out to each and every contribution. Even if people try to purposely cheer to get my attention and derail the stream and be kind of negative to me, I still at least try to say thank you to every contribution, because that way I show how grateful I am for the fact that you guys let me do what I love. All right? Excuse me. And really, I mean that. Like, thank you so much to those who do contribute and allow me to do what I love. Okay? But right now, FYI, guys, I am pretty strapped financially. I just had to drop a ton of money for quarterly taxes, as well as other bills that always pop up here at the very beginning of every year. And it sucks because just like this morning, that's why I was a little late. I was paying a bunch of bills. And now I basically have no money until I get paid by Twitch, which is the middle of February. Okay? Little disheartening, because guess what? That's 2 weeks away. So I have to survive 2 weeks. Basically on what I bring in on a daily basis to do everything, to buy groceries, to pay bills, you know, it's a little worrying. All right. So if you guys like the content, all right, please tip me. That is the best way you can contribute. Tipping me right now are funds that I get immediately and I can put towards these important things. I mean, I was basically making my laundry list of bills I have to pay between now and the middle of the month. And I'm like, oh my God. There's like at least 5 to 6 of them, and it's all based on tips. What tips I raise on everyday streams. So I hope I make enough, you know, to make do. It sucks. It's just a very tight time of the year for me. It always is, and there's not much you can do about it. It always happens. So thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. But if you are going to contribute today, I would please urge you, please tip me if you can. It would be great if we hit the tips goal today. Yesterday we didn't hit the tips goal at all on either stream. And it was frustrating because I really felt that I put out a great stream, that late stream in particular with the countdown. People were saying they loved it, and the tips were very low. And I'm like, damn, and people were cheering, and people were subbing. I'm like, that's great, but right now I need the help with tips. I would prefer, if you could forego cheering or subbing to tip me right now, that would help me more. And I need that help, so I'm just trying to emphasize today, if you guys are going to contribute, please tip me, all right? That's what I need help with right now. Everything else absolutely will help, all right? Absolutely it will. But that's long-term help versus I need immediate help right now to get me to the middle of February, okay? So please, if you are going to contribute and you have the option to choose, oh, I can cheer, I can sub, I can tip, just please tip me for the next 2 weeks until I get past this tougher time, and then things will get back to normal when I get paid by Twitch, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you, guys. Okay, now moving forward. If you are a regular on my streams and you are going to contribute, I urge you to do a few things to protect yourself from online harassment. The first is I very strongly urge that you make sure that your online name that you use here on Twitch is not the same as your real life name, and is also not the same as the name that you use for other social media accounts. Reason being, sadly, some people tend to follow people around and harass them other places, which is messed up when you think about it, but it's just true. And I don't want you to get harassed because, oh, I like Phil and I watch his content, and now people start trolling you on your social media accounts and shit, right? That's not right, and I don't want that happening to anyone. So please be diligent there to make sure that you're not using the same information on here on Twitch that you're using other places, so people can't put 2 and 2 together and figure out who you are. Fair enough? Now, in addition to that, I strongly recommend you turn off your open direct messages on Twitch. I can't urge enough how important this is. All right. Sadly, people will harass you on Twitch for absolutely no reason just because they can get away with it. And they'll say nasty stuff about me, nasty stuff about you. There's no point in leaving open DMs. People use them for scams and stuff. It's just a waste of time. I have mine set up that only people who are on my friends list can send me direct messages on Twitch. That's what I strongly recommend you do as well to avoid online harassment. Okay? Now, if you are thinking of tipping me today to help me out as I've asked, thank you in advance. But I would ask, if you are going to do that, to go the extra mile and create a verified PayPal account. That means that when you have a PayPal account, you link it to your real life information to verify your identity. For example, a bank account or your ID. There's various ways to do it. When you have a verified PayPal account, it basically means you're real and you're responsible for your actions on PayPal. All right. Why am I asking you to do this? Because in the last quarter of 2020, a criminal went on the internet and bought hundreds of fake credit card numbers and then sent me fake tips over PayPal anonymously. And then they charged all those back. Well, they didn't, but the people who actually had their credit card numbers stolen charged all those back. And I lost, no exaggeration, thousands upon thousands of tip dollars and was hit with tons of fees and penalties against my PayPal account because this was happening. I know that sounds stupid because I didn't do the crime, yet I was punished for it. But that's how PayPal works, okay? Since then, I've instituted changes. I have things in effect to stop that kind of malicious activity. And in addition, I do not accept non-verified tips. I need tips to be verified because if you're verified and you try to commit fraud, you'll go to jail. All right? That's why I need that. I know if you have a verified tip, you're a real viewer, a real fan. You're not this criminal who's trying to screw me over. All right? And I want to say thank you to those in the last few weeks who have actually made verified PayPal accounts, and now I recognize your accounts. The good thing about this is it makes everything streamlined. If you have a verified PayPal account, I know I can trust your tip, and I don't need to, let me go check it now because I don't know who this is. Instead, I'm like, okay, this is a verified account. I see that. I know I can trust it. You have an immediate shout out, and the stream goes way more smoothly rather than having me to sadly have to go ahead and verify every single tip that comes in. All right? So please create that account. I really appreciate it if you do. Sadly, if you don't and you tip me, chances are I'm probably going to have to reject your tip because it's just too much liability towards myself and my business. All right? It's not a big deal, by the way, to do it. Most people have it, they say it's not that complicated. You just put in a little bit of information, takes a little while, and then it shows up as verified. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Thank you guys for everything. Now, let's move on. Gaming news. There's not much really in gaming news to talk about. The only real thing that happened is this week that new game from the original creator of Sonic the Hedgehog, Balan Wonderland, or Balan Wonderland, I don't know how to pronounce it, had a demo, and everyone who's played the demo says the game's terrible. And that's not good because apparently this was like the last chance for this guy to make a game, and he really had to convince the publisher to work on this game for him. He was like, dude, it took a lot of convincing because they weren't sold that this game was going to work. And this is basically my last chance in game development. And now everyone's playing the demo and basically slamming it and saying, damn, this game really is not good. This game looks really bad. That's sad. That really is sad. Maybe the demo won't be representative of the final game, but the problem is that the demo is supposed to be a way to advertise the game, and if it's not representative of the final product and the final product's better, I get the feeling they just lost a lot of potential buyers for putting out a subpar demo. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I didn't play the demo myself, but a lot of people are saying it's just really boring and not inspired at all. Like, there's nothing original about this demo at all. It just doesn't seem like a very good game at all. So, it is what it is, I guess. Obviously, the guy who created Sonic, synonymous with gaming goodness. I mean, Sonic went on to inspire how many games and things in gaming. He's a crossover character in other franchises, Like, it's not like Sonic isn't well known or anything. Sonic's huge. But it's sad to hear that, sadly, I guess this isn't turning out very well. And this might be the end of the games that this guy will ever make, It sucks. It is what it is, I guess. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there's something I have to reiterate. I'm going to say it right now, and then basically I'm not going to say it again, and I hope that people are listening. Alright? Ladies and gentlemen, when you're on my streams, you have to behave a certain way. That is civil. You have to abide by all the rules on my streams, and you have to make sure that you're not trying to derail my streams with constant stupid conversation or stuff that's disgusting, sexual, etc. That's not what this stream is about. The stream is about having fun with games. The stream is about having a good time and having fun social interactions. Not talking about insanely immature, stupid shit every 5 seconds. It doesn't matter if you're just a regular viewer or if you're a top contributor. You are all under the same rule set, Everyone has to abide by the rules. No one is above the rules. All right? I need you to understand that. And I think that some people sadly feel like they are above the rules. Oh, because I contribute a lot, now I can do whatever I want. Wrong. Just straight up wrong. And if you're going to constantly basically annoy me with stupid shit that derails the stream and has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing, and or is disgusting or sexual, you're going to be out of here. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a top contributor or not. You're going to be out of here. All right? And I have to emphasize this because I feel that there's some people who are abusing the system and they think that because they're contributing that they're not subject to the same rules as everyone else. That's not true. And basically, my patience is wearing thin. The reason I'm bringing this up, I talked about this on pre-stream yesterday, but I'll bring it up again because I know certain parties were not here yesterday. I received 2 formal complaints at the same night from longtime viewers. Not just a random person. People who've been around on these streams for extended periods of time and have supported these streams, contacted me behind the scenes and said, there's stuff going on in your streams that's gross and we don't know why. You know, you have rules in effect that this shouldn't be happening, yet these people are getting away with it. And we don't like that. It's actually starting to turn us off from turning into your streams. We don't want to see every 5 seconds. We don't want to see someone doing a dumb cheer. We don't want to see someone doing a dumb tip, saying something gross, and then you have to read it out and waste your time on your stream. We're here to be immersed in a game and have fun with you and have a positive stream, not just dumb shit, like someone's a dumbass. All right? I agree with these people. I completely agree with these 2 people who contacted me behind the scenes. And it was a coincidence. They both contacted me on the same day. I guess they really were both pissed off at a particular stream where this was allowed to go on. So it's this simple. It's very much simple. I'm not putting up with it anymore. All right? When I see your cheer or your tip or your message in a sub, even if you're contributing, if it's something stupid, I'm going to tell you, stop it. And if you continue to do it, you're out of here. I don't care if you're contributing to the stream or not. You don't get to get away with that stuff and constantly do stupid shit. So, oh, it's just a joke. You know, it's a joke if you do it once a stream. All right? It is. If you do one silly, stupid thing you say a stream, that's a joke. Now, I did it, then I wait 5 minutes, I do it again, then I wait 2 minutes, I do it again, I do it again, I do it again, I do it again. Then it's called you're trying to control the stream and make it all about your stupid shit. And I don't play that fucking game. All right? So, if that's what you're here to do, don't stick around. Leave. And I mean that sincerely. If that's what you think you're here to do, you can leave right now. And, by the way, I hate to say it, no one's going to miss you if that's what you're here to do. All right? If that was your mission all along, was to come in here and be annoying as shit, then leave. Leave now. All right? Now's your opportunity. There's the door. Get out. And then we can all sit here and have a good time together. And we don't have to put up with a bunch of kiddie shit. Okay? Fair enough? All right. There you go. Now, let's get to shout-outs. Actually, what I want to do is I want to refresh my queue here. Let me refresh my queue. Here we go. I want to make sure that I get all the contributions from overnight, and there were a few. Okay. All right. So, we start off with... Were there any overnight cheers? Nothing. Okay, nothing last night. We start off with Lucifer Soul, who started cheering this morning. Talking about, good morning. All right, good morning to you, Lucifer Soul. Appreciate that. Then Lucifer Soul did a 410-bit cheer. And I appreciate that. That's actually the biggest cheer of the day so far. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Hold on. Let's see here. Hold on. If only I could get my laptop to work. Come on. It won't work. Okay, here we go. Hold on. No. What I meant to say was actually keyboard, not laptop. But my keyboard was not working. I had to, like, mess with it. And then it resynced, and now it's working again. Alright, so Lucifer Soul did a 410-bit cheer. He says, it's getting colder. He got one of the dark side filled blankets. It has my face on it, but after I received it in the mail, I reported the person and charged back the blanket. Yeah, see, this is obviously a joke, but at some point, I guess someone on the internet had posted something to this effect. They were like, oh yeah, I got a dark side filled blanket or something. And everyone was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And then he posted up, like, apparently some idiot may have, it's not clear if it's real or not, but some idiot actually may have, like, made a blanket of my face or something. And, you know, it's some dumb shit. You know, it's stupidity. But some idiot may have actually done it. As dumb as that sounds, because obviously that's a waste of everyone's time, right? But, so I think that's what he's referencing. There was like a meme about it for a while because we were like, what the fuck? Like, who would have done that? But apparently someone did because they're really stupid. There's not much else to say about that. It's really stupidity. So, anyway, let's continue on. 4-hour pre-stream is subscribed to the channel. Awesome. Thanks, 4-hour pre-stream. I really appreciate that support. Thanks for stepping it up and subscribing. 4-hour pre-stream. I wonder if that could have any kind of possible meaning behind it. I'm not sure. Not sure if that could have any meaning behind it or not. Liza sold at another 245-bit cheer. Did you say every day you have an official Darkside Phil jar of ball scent? No, I do not. That is a very silly remix song that was made at one point. It was not meant to be serious at all, obviously. But some people are stupid and they bring stuff up like that. Okay? But no, it was one of the remix songs from Minecraft. It was a really dumb question that was brought up during a Minecraft stream. And I entertained it. And then someone turned it into a song. I said, alright, it'll be fine as a song. Just fucking put it up. It's stupid. Okay. Liza for Soul Cheer to Gang says, are you okay with my backseat gaming cheers when you play Call of Duty? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Backseat gaming cheers? You saying that you're a backseat gamer when I play Call of Duty? I mean, I think everyone's a backseat gamer when I play Call of Duty. Let's be honest here. Like, everyone's a backseat gamer, right? So, I mean, yeah, I guess I'm okay with it. Everyone tends to say, oh, you suck at this, you should have done this better, and this, right? Okay. Cashmere Goat did a 100-bit cheer. He says, the results are in, 64 viewers have voted, 91% want you to finish out matches, rage quit free. Alright. So there you go. Let's see what happens today. What I'm hoping for is today the connections aren't so bad. Plus, today I'm going to use the knife. And it's funny because, like I said, I probably did 2 matches with the knife earlier. And the weird thing about that was, for some odd reason, okay, sometimes it would work perfectly and sometimes it would, like, miss completely. And I didn't understand why. It was very odd that it was doing that. But, we'll see today how it goes, I guess. Alright. Let's see here. So, Life for Soul now cheers says, do you have a raging clue? That's a reference to, is that a reference to Venture Brothers? I think that is, because aren't there supposed to be like the Hardy Boys? And that's a reference, I think so. I think that was a Venture Brothers reference. I think that was in reference to when I was talking about my Game of the Year countdown, right? Okay. Let's see here. Retro Jim did a 100-bit cheer. He says, will you dip the pizza in penne sauce as well? No, there's no such thing as penne sauce. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. There's a thing called, like, pizza or pasta sauce. There's no such thing as penne sauce. So don't be stupid. Okay. I guess some really dumb things that get said here with these cheers, don't I? I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is penne sauce? Anyway. Liza for Soul Cheers says, if you have to play Divinity Original Sin 2, can you rush through it? No, I will not rush through the game. Don't worry, people will still complain about it anyway. People will still complain that I did rush through it, even if I don't. They'll still say I did, because that's what they like to do. So don't worry. Let's see here. Let's Smoke Dank has subscribed to the channel for 3 months in a row and says, hi, Phil. Hello. Let's Smoke Dank. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Liza for Soul cheered again. Now, here we go. Now, here's an example of where I've had enough of this. Alright? No, Liza for Soul, I'm not going to talk about this disgusting fucking thing you just brought up. So, here's your official warning. Stop. You said your dumb things on the pre-stream. They were incredibly fucking dumb. Like, mind-numbingly stupid. But, you got it out of your system, right? Now, I'm going to tell you. Stop right now. Alright? You want to josh me during the stream with a little bit of silly stuff, or you want to josh me because of my Call of Duty gameplay, alright? This is not your stream. I appreciate the fact that you're the top cheerer, but I'm not putting up with your bullshit anymore. I get the feeling that at least one of the people who complained was directly complaining about you. And I'm not going to put up with it. The person was absolutely right. So, cut the fuck out right now. Alright? This is your warning. I'm trying to be civil about it. You can act like a normal fucking human being and not act like an asshole constantly. I know you can. So stop it. Alright? Fair enough? Is that enough warning for you? Now you can't say I didn't warn you? I hope. I hope that's enough. I hope you get it. Hope it's not, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, okay. Sure, you didn't know. Right. So you're deaf. Okay, then. Hooey. All right, guys. Let's continue on here. Let's continue on. Let's see here. Nick the Sun Bro has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Nick the Sun Bro, for the sub. I appreciate that. Liza Versoul did a 455-bit cheer, and he said, I've procured my stop in the annals of DSP history. Well, certainly you've proven yourself to be someone who's a contributor who is trying to basically be annoying. I mean, let's be honest here. Some of the stuff you're saying here is so derailing. It's nothing to do with anything. I think we get it. Okay? You can relax now. We get it. Snow Carlos cheers. I wanted to say, I don't think it's because of you that contributions have been low. I've been having content, but mayhaps people have less money after Christmas or are waiting for more fun games like Divinity 2. I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you. By the way, the funny thing about Divinity 2 is that the entire time leading up to me doing this playthrough, people were telling me not to do it. Oh, Phil, this is a bad idea. You're not going to like the game. I'm like, it's not my choice. This is a viewer's choice playthrough. You know, it's not my choice that I'm actively saying I'm going to play Divinity 2. This is a game that I was promised to the viewers as part of a viewer's choice event, you know? So, it's not within my rights to say I'm not playing Divinity 2. It should happen. So I hope you guys understand that, too, you know? I want to live up to my promises to you guys. And that's why I'm playing it, okay? So, hopefully the playthrough goes well. You know, you never know with these things. But hopefully the playthrough does go well, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And hopefully it ends up being entertaining and fun, because I'm going to be playing it for a while. The game's insanely long, like all these fucking RPGs that people keep telling me to play. It's going to be insanely fucking long. I know it is, right? So hopefully it turns out to be good. All right, we'll see. Okay. Anyway, as for contributions, I don't know what to tell you. It's weird. Like, one day I hit the tips goal both streams, and then yesterday I didn't even come close on either stream. And it's frustrating again because, again, I'm going to say something, guys. If you like me and you like my content and you truly want to support me and help me out, all right, please tip me. I need help with tips for the next 2 weeks. This is not me joking. This is the truth. I need help with tips for the next 2 weeks. So I appreciate all contributions, but really, if you want to help, that's the way to go about it. All right? Speaking directly to people who have just cheered a lot on the stream, who apparently are not listening. All right? So, trying to be as matter of fact and straightforward as possible here. I really need the help with tips right now. Okay? Fair enough? Holy crap. I don't know how more straightforward I can be. You know? Okay. Snow Carl cheered again. He said, have you considered scheduling an appointment with a financial advisor or planner? Snow Carl, if I had money for a financial advisor or planner, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in, right? If I had money to do shit like that, I would. I still owe money, back money, to my accountant. I say accountant, he's not my accountant. He's my tax guy. I still owe him money from stuff he worked on during the fall, and I still have to pay him back before he'll even do my taxes. I don't have money for a fucking financial advisor. You want to know who has money for a financial advisor? People who have a lot of money. And they need to actually know how to spend their lot of money. Not people who don't have a lot of money. That's not who pays for a financial advisor, I hate to tell you. Okay. Ninstar Rudolph Cherry says, no offense, people have to pay taxes. That's possibly why people can't tip as often now. It's true. That's absolutely true. He also says, with Cheers, you know, there's something that you can actually buy in advance. And maybe that's part of the thing, is some people bought Cheers in advance and they slowly use them over a stream. You're right. That could be the possibility. That could absolutely be it. You may be correct. It's a hypothetical, but you absolutely could be. You could be correct. And you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And I do my best to put out quality streams for you guys. Hopefully, you guys feel I put out quality streams. And if you could contribute, great. If not, I'm not going to hold that against you. I just hope that in the next couple of weeks, I do get some support with tips, and, you know, I'll be all right till I make it, till I'm going to get paid, you know. We'll see what happens. That's really all there is to it. It's not rocket science. Very simple. Okay. Oh, let's see here. So, let us now do some shout-outs. Let's do shout-outs to the top cheerers of the week so far. All right? We've got a tie for 9th place between Timbo Slice and Golden Colts. And then we've got Sir Spartan King in 8th place. We've got Angelo Bestia in 7th place. Shirtless Mofo in 6th. Savage Today in 5th. Rob on Wheels is in 4th place. Westside Phil is in 3rd. Cyber Shadow is in 2nd. And Lucifer Soul is in 1st place for the week as cheering. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate that. Oops. I burped. It's disgusting. I'm sorry about that, guys. All right. Also, thank you to those who gifted subscriptions to the channel this week. There were quite a few people this week that I want to give shout-outs to for that. So thank you to the following people. We've got... Hold on. Alvin Aponte, Human Milk, Tentacle 2070, Stealth and Shadows, Shell Ryukin, and Big D's. They all gifted a single subscription to the channel this week. That is very much appreciated. Thank you for that. Also, thank you to Ultima Cloud 7 and Spawn Killer, who each gifted 2 subscriptions to the channel this week. Thank you to this freaking idiot, who gifted 16... Excuse me, I skipped one. Now, hold on a second. I skipped one. Now I feel stupid. Let me try this again. Shout out to 672, who gifted 4 subscriptions this week. And then thank you to this freaking idiot. That was his name. I'm not insulting him. His name is this freaking idiot. And they gifted 16 subscriptions to the channel this week. That is very much appreciated. So, thank you, everyone who gifted subs to the channel this week. I appreciate that. Okay? Now, I received a tip, but I want to see if it's real or not. Let's take a look here. My mouse yet again is fighting me. Oh my god. I don't know what's up. I don't know if it's like my mouse won't track where I'm using it on this table, or if the wireless signal is screwed up, or if the mouse is just on its last legs. Like, I really can't tell what's going on with this damn thing. Alright, come on, work. Okay. It's very confusing, very annoying. Stupid thing. Okay. Well, the tip isn't even showing up yet. Apparently my PayPal is delayed. I don't know what's been going on. My PayPal's been doing this recently where, like, it used to be every single tip that came in would immediately show in my PayPal, and now it's not. Now it's like, for some reason, it's like delayed, and I don't know what's causing that. Stupid. All right. Well, anyway, I guess I'm gonna count it. Hopefully it's real. This is a tip from Snow Carl, $1 tip, and they said this is the first tip of the day to get you started. Basically, my budget generally isn't big enough for tips, so I stick to cheers to get bang for my buck, so to speak. All right, and you know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you, Snow Carl, and thank you for getting the tipping started. In particular, that is much appreciated. Okay, so let's actually put this on the leaderboard. The first tip of the day. All right. Fair enough. DSP buys GameStop stock, says, come on, my God, we know you need money to pay your bills. That sounded ungrateful when you said people aren't listening when they're cheering and not tipping. No, it didn't sound ungrateful. It was matter of fact. If someone's sitting here and I say, hey, guys, I need help with tips a lot right now, and someone's just sitting here cheering, cheer. It's like, you know, that's great. It's going to help me long term. The problem is I'm not going to be able to pay anything short term, and then by the time that I get any support from that, it won't be worth it anymore because I'll be so behind on everything. You understand? Like, it's not rocket science. It's very simple logic. But sadly, some people just like to twist everything I say into something that it's not. And so, of course, idiots will spin it and say, oh, it's ungrateful that Phil would say it. Fuck off. All right? So sincerely, I mean that. Fuck off. Okay. Lives for Soul Cheer said it's way easier to cheer than tip. For each tip, I have to go through 3 menus to confirm like 4 things for every single tip. I'm an American and I prefer convenience. I understand that. I totally understand that. But here's the thing. There's a difference between, okay, I actually like Phil's content and I want to help him out. And so I'm going to contribute today because I really want Phil to be all right and, you know, get to the next part when he's going to be okay. And I'm just going to cheer a bunch to get noticed on a stream and try to get attention for myself. Right? There's a big difference there. I think you can tell the difference, Slicer for Soul. I understand what you're saying, but it's pretty obvious, it's particular the things you've been saying on my stream recently, that you're just trying to get a rise out of me and or trying to actually get me to say stupid shit on my stream. It's not rocket science. We can all see it. That's why regulars are complaining about it. All right? So I understand it. I understand what you're saying. At the same time, what you're saying is incredibly hypocritical because you're the person who cheers a ton just to derail the stream. Right? At least if you're going to derail the stream, it would be nice if you could go the extra mile. You know? So, I think you understand where I'm coming from here. I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to piss me off, and it's not going to work. Alright? So, nice try. But, no. No. Okay. Alright, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to bring up, because I think we might have covered everything at this point. I think we might be good. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being patient during the pre-stream. Thank you for listening. Hope that the schedule sounds good to you for the next week or whatever. Alright? And, we're going to get started with Call of Duty in just a moment, my friends. Okay, so thank you. And, let's take a brief break. During said break, I will be using the restroom. And you guys can do whatever you want. You can grab a drink. You can grab a snack. You can do whatever you want. And I recommend that you get ready for some action because, man, it's going to be chaotic. Whenever I play Call of Duty, it always is. So I hope you will join me after the break. Thank you guys for chilling with me. And I'll see you in a few minutes for Call of Duty. All right? Thank you guys. See you in a bit.